Now that we've seen my jailbreak, let's talk about the things that need to be changed and fixed between any of yours and my own so you could understand how to change some things. First of all, one of the things I've noticed is that on a couple of your assignments, your explosion didn't rock back and forth. Notice how it tilts a little bit circular, counterclockwise to the left, and then back to the right over here. So it's giving a little boo, 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 this little jostling. Make sure that you have that. Use your rotation tool right here in your rotate tool. That's going to be under the toolbar's advanced animation. That's number one. Also, several of you, I see that your explosion was extended quite long, for instance, like this, so that when I played it, you'd see something like this. And I'm sure it's pretty obvious to you if you watched it. A reminder, you need to watch your videos before you turn it in. Here we go. Okay, so there's the explosion, but it's still lasting there. It's lasting too long. Ultimately, you want that to be 7 frames long. If it's a little bit longer, that's fine. But that's one, two, three, four, five, oops, 5, 6, 7. That's how long mine is. And then on the next one, it disappears and we just see the smoke. The next thing is the smoke doesn't actually the smoke dissipates really, really quickly on the majority of yours. It's there and it's gone in about 2 seconds. Let's do some counting here and see what mine is. So this is 600 frame 618, where my smoke first exists right here, a little bit behind the explosion. If I make that disappear, you'll see the first frame of my smoke. That's on 618. And then my smoke goes all the way to 8 872 right there. Now let's do a calculator right there. Calculator. Just to show you the math on this, 872 minus 618 is 254 frames. Now remember, there's 24 frames per second. So 254 frames divided by 24 is between 10 and 11 seconds long. That's not very long in the big scheme of things. But if I were to cut that down to just down to a few seconds, the smoke disappears really quickly. On mine, as you can see, we still don't see the vegetables yet. Oh, here we start to see them a little bit, and then it fades to be able to see the vegetables. Now, I think one of the things that I want to see happen on mine is I want that my vegetables, my turnip, to actually jump sooner and to jump down faster. So let me bring it back here. I'm gonna actually have him start jumping when we get to um, the ladies screaming. So I'm gonna find the female crowd that's right there. Okay, this is where they start screaming, and he jumps. Here's my turnip. My turnip starts jumping over here. So I want to bring that sooner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first frame where I want the entire thing to move. And I'm going to move this. I'm going to do this several times because I'm going to do it for this character and I'm going to do it for the celery character. I want them to jump sooner. Or move sooner. So I click on the first frame of when he is about to jump, and then I'm going to go all the way down to the end where he disappears. I'll shift click to select all of that. So now it should all be highlighted in that blue. And then I'm going to pick a frame just for safety's sake that's not a keyframe. I'm not going to go from a keyframe, which would be fine to do, but I like dragging it from something that's not a keyframe. Click, hold, and drag. And you can see as I drag, the layer turns a little bit orange. Here's where the girls start screaming. So I'm going to actually put it just a few frames right behind that. And now he's going to jump right. Oops. Let's go here. Now, the next thing that I don't like is how he starts to jump pretty fast and then he slows down on the way down. I'm going to fix that. Let's get rid of this escape path. I'm going to fix that by going back to my turnip layer and take a look at the keyframes where my turnip jumps. This is the first motion right here, and he jumps. That's his peak, and then he starts falling. And here's where I was thinking wrong. I was thinking, oh, that's a long jump, so I should take a lot of time. But the problem with that is gravity. Gravity's pulling this turnip down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this keyframe right there that I want him to move faster there. I click on it once, so it's highlighted. Then I'm going to click, hold, and drag and move it over to the left so he gets to that point a little bit faster. Let's do 4 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Um, by the way, if you just clicked and dragged, watch what's going to happen. I click and drag, I actually highlight the section. So that's why you want to click on the keyframe and then let go, and then click, hold, and drag. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag that. And I'm also going to give that maybe actually about 3 keyframes. I want him to move faster and faster as he goes through it. So let's take a look at what this looks like. I'm going to drag this down and go ahead and click play. Okay. I like that a little bit better. I might tweak that a little bit, but I'm going to stop on this video. And in the next video, I'm going to show you that I'm going to move the celery forward and do something a little bit more fun with the broccoli.